Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 20. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 26. They'll start the drive with Harris. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Pickett back to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good perimeter. You can take the big shots late.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, finding room at midfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the 1st quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They run the option on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense for the Steelers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape were where they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Third and 2, here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now Jackson on 1st down. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the 16, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 1st quarter lead. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is? The option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better?
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably...
And now off to the races, down the right side.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. They go play action with Jackson.
Open man downfield is Duvernay.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
55 yards.
And the Ravens are able to add on to their 1st half lead.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Justin Tucker is a kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Pickett, that swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pickett on 3rd and 1.
And now here is another interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Pickett to throw on first down. Got an open man. It's Pickens.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 46-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Going up top from Miller. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They'll try the left side. Warren. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens have widened the gap now to 50 points.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably...
And now here is another interception.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. That's caught. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they put...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Jackson's going to keep it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields this way up.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Pickett sets up play action.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the... They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
On third down, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still with...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 19-yard line.
Harris will start the drive out.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Brandon Stevens there on the tackle.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Pickett's throw taken in by Miller.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. To throw again on second down. Jackson flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.